welcome back from the break, Rams, and a Thursday night sports show. I'm Jared Stratton.
And I'm Litos Castro. Let's get started.
On Tuesday, the men's basketball team took on Southern Illinois University. The Rams gave their fans a run for their money in the first half with a constant back and forth game, including 7 lead changes, with the Rams only being behind by 5 points at halftime. It gave the Rams a chance to close the gap for an ability to win, but their second half was an entirely new game. Southern Illinois erupted to score 37 points to CSU's 27. SIU was slashing in the paint for score after score, 44 to be exact, to the point where they could cut in the paint with a butter knife. But all jokes aside, the paint used to be an anchor for the Rams due to the talents of Nico Carvacho, but SIU's game plan helped pull him out of the paint and allowed for many offensive rebounds. SIU doubled the Rams in rebounds with 34, making it impossible for the Rams to hold on. After the game, Nico Medved talked about the rebounding problem.
We use the word punish. I mean, your man goes up. Kendall, hey, all these guys, sometimes, in rotations, you're going to have to punish a bigger guy. You may not come up with the rebound, but simply punishing or blocking him out to allow somebody else to get it run. You got to gang rebound. Guards have to rebound down. It's 5 guys who have to be committed to defensive rebounding if you're going to be a good team. And clearly that didn't show up tonight, and we got exposed from a team who sent multiple guys, and they really did a good job being tenacious on the glass, and we didn't. And the film will show our guys we're thinking in there, Nico's about got his hand on it, and guys are thinking about getting out in transition because he usually comes up with those. Well, that didn't happen tonight, again, disappointing, but I think it's an opportunity to learn and grow.
Rebounding will be the Rams' focus this Saturday against the undefeated CU Boulder team, which will be at 1 in the afternoon.
Yesterday, the women's basketball team traveled to Washington to face off against the Gonzaga Bulldogs, where they lost 39-50. CSU had what would best be described as a disappointing performance. The story of the game simply comes down to the offense, or lack of offense, that CSU produced. The Bulldogs outscored the Rams in the first, second, and third quarter of the game. The Rams struggled so much offensively that they only scored 3 points to the Bulldogs' 12 in the third quarter. The Bulldogs only showed any weakness in the fourth quarter, scoring 5 points to the Rams' 12. But that was not enough for the Rams to overcome the deficit that was built throughout the rest of the game. Looking at player performances, Rams sophomore guard Laura DeVos may have to rest her back after carrying the CSU team with 17 of their 39 points, with the next closest being only 8 points from Molly Mounsey. On the Bulldog side, almost their entire roster was putting up points on the board, with the leading scorers being Zakara Rice with 12 points and Katie Campbell with 9. With this loss, we will see if the Rams can bounce back from this on Sunday, where CSU will face off against North Florida at noon in Moby Arena. All right, Jared. Now, CSU is unfortunately not in playoff contention. However, college playoffs and NFL football playoffs are just around the corner, so we're going to talk about some fantasy football. We're in a couple leagues together, so let's not talk about the one where you're 10-2 with the record and beating me. Let's talk about the one where we're tied and I have a chance. Start off with your team. Who you got this week?
All right. Well, this week I do have Kerryon Johnson, which stinks because he's injured, but I also have Adam Thielen and Team Juju, I like to call him, but Juju Smith-Schuster. They've been carrying my team this whole year. I've been able to get the same record as you. Disappointing that's the same record as you, but that's all I have to say on that. But who got in your team, I should say?
Well, right now I got the Cowboys. I got Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Right now they're doing pretty good. I checked right before we came on, and they both got a touchdown to their name. I'm very happy. I'm really hoping it pulls through. I can only hope, though, because I also have Sony Michel and Gronkowski from the Patriots, and I can't rely on the Patriots.
And you can't cheer for the Patriots either.
It's a lose-lose situation. But, when I look at my picks, I hope that they do well. But unfortunately, right now, it might be looking like a Monday night show where I just pick like Jason, and I just make all the wrong picks.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. And for those who didn't know about the Triple J Pick'em Challenge, it's where the CTV Sports anchors Jessica Mendoza, Jayson Ortiz, and I predict who is going to win the top games in college football and basketball. Since Jayson was sick on Monday, he decided to make his own Pick'em Challenge during the Tuesday night show, and he decided to be bold and roast Jessica and I for our picks for what but he forgot that I have the Thursday night show to call him out on it. He said that our opinions changed too much over the year. So he did the exact same thing on Tuesday, 10 seconds before, by choosing Georgia over Alabama. Let's see what he said on Tuesday compared to earlier this year.
So obviously, I'm taking the Dogs in this game. I feel as if they're still a little salty about the loss to Alabama last year. Georgia's not a very good team this year.
If that wasn't enough to convince you, here is a prediction record for the year before he had fellow sports anchor Corey Odom pick for him. I do have to say, Litos, victory does taste good.
But that's none of our business.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Make sure to check CTV on Twitter and YouTube to keep updated on the CSU athletics over break, but don't leave just yet. Up next, we have Colin Sanders with entertainment.